Hello, everyone. We're back. Welcome back to Churn and Burn. We are on the penultimate episode of Churn and Burn. This is the second to last. So we're not at the series finale, but we're almost there. Anyways, hello. My name is Soulpool. I'm the game master for Churn and Burn and Expanse TTRPG. And it may look like we're short one cast member, but I've had assurances that Amani is coming. Assurances have been given. In any case, one second. My tech is just thinks she's being funny. Emphasis on the thinks. In any case, we're going to go around and introduce our wonderful casting crew here. I'm just going to go in the circle my way. So starting with Northern Ali.
Hey, I'm Gordon Ali. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me at Werewolf Fields on the interwebs. I play Captain Cyrus Fayez, the Earther of the group, who happens to be a spy. Sorry, what?
Little bit.
His pronouns are he, him too.
Excellent. And next up, we have Ulfrig.
Hello, I go by Ulfrig on the interwebs. My pronouns are she, they, and I am playing the Martian cargo master, Indy, whose pronouns are they, them.
Excellent. And we have Hicks.
Hello, everybody. My name is Hicks. My pronouns are he, him. And I play Barnes, a kidnapping victim who sort of got assimilated into Belter culture. His pronouns are also he, him, and apparently he's the sweetest man who has ever existed, according to general consensus. But okay, as a reminder, he was the one who punched some kid's father once.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there was that.
That was a thing.
I think we're still blaming Kimiko for all of that, for leaving a child an orphan or some such. I don't know.
I mean, because Amani is not here to defend Kumiko.
because Amani's not here to defend her choice of actions, aka violence. We can lay the blame entirely at her feet.
I like it.
So joining us soon, hopefully, it will also be Amani, and I'll allow her to do a quick introduction when she gets here. But she's playing Kimiko, who is our crew's pilot. And again, I'm Slowpool, and yes, we are on the moon. This is a viewer-affected game, so your choice to help support our channel can influence this game through your subscriptions, bit donations, and direct donations. All help to support what we do here and choose to support the game and influence outcomes. Bit donations are rerolls, subscriptions are nat successes with a 6-point stunt, and donations you can choose to influence the game on a suggestion. So, if you want, Christian goddamn Arvisavala to show up
Again?
As
Not
example,
that Slowpool is bitter about that.
as an example, or someone to have a tuxedo mask outfit. I mean, you can shop, but you can choose to shop for new clothes, but you also have a cape. I'm just saying.
I mean, capes are pretty awesome.
Capes are super impractical, but dope as hell. All right. I'm waiting for the caffeine to hit my brain right now.
Fair enough.
Quick recap from last episode, where I believe there's a dinner party. Amani, Kimiko acted rich. You had the smarmy maitre d' who pretended to be French. Kakiar showed up to grab some information from you. Any other big plot points I miss? Christian showed up to give a package to Barnes
at the ship.
after he had stumbled into a doctor's office where there was a bunch of weird science experimentation going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there was that stuff. There was weird stuff in the clinic.
Yeah.
We got some important papers.
Yeah, there was like a cross section of a cattle with
like blue stones like growing all over it.
Blue crystalline growth and stuff. And a report on a weaponized form of this strange thing you've been tracking this entire time.
Protomolecule. It's
the protomolecule. It has some weird long scientific name. It doesn't have an official classification. It's like foreign bacteria sample, U264-MC1 or some shit like that.
Sounds complicated.
Give it a really long, complicated scientific experimentational name. That's what it's known as right now. It doesn't have a cool name. I'm just going over my notes here.
Barnes gave the paperwork to Cyrus. Cyrus basically took it somewhere where we made 3 copies of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went back to the clinic to put it back, and Barnes caused a scene, giving Cyrus the distraction necessary to put it up.
French.
Yeah, and then he basically accidentally came face to face with another researcher and totally played off that he was like a supervisor or something like that.
Yeah, he's gonna put in a good word for him.
Uh-huh.
For the transfer to the research station. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
And during that entire process, Kumiko and Indy beat the living tar out of, I'm assuming, Earthers.
You're assuming.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. It's unfair for me to make assumptions. But considering they called them red sand, and that sounds like a very gross term. I mean, it's a very mean-spirited term for a person who lives on Mars. And the rivalry between Martians and Earthers, I would assume that they were probably Earthers.
It's I think it's like the Earth cultural second law. Sort of like you have Newton's second law, where every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Earth's second law states, talk shit, you get hit.
Yeah, I believe this.
Yeah, that's the Earth cultural second law.
Yeah, all right. I can go with that.
Earthers. You can't talk shit about all the Earth. They're not all bad.
I mean, Indy would definitely say those ones had it coming.
Yeah, Mars cultural law is just Texas.
Mars cultural
law. The Mariner Valley is, yeah.
It's basically just like fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Come and take it.
Come and take it.
And no step on stick.
No step on stick.
Yeah, just yeah. What was like the 3 Mars rules? It's like no step. That's it.
Oh, good. That's funny.
Yeah, Mars is just space Texas, for better or for worse.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is why everyone likes space Texas. Right. So, getting back into it. I've got too many different notepads because I keep losing them and refinding them. who was I going to do with this? Things. Also, look at this guy. I don't know what you're trying to say, Val. So after you sent off the information packet with all the rest of the stuff that you've gotten, you were sending that to Kocho or Christian personally?
Repeat that.
Who were you sending the information to?
Oh, the photocopies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I said the. Remember, I packed up a bunch of tchotchkes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right. Yes. I
And you were
Couldn't
sending
get
it to
FedEx.
Kristen's house.
You know what? I feel like it's about time I give her a bunch of useless trash. That said, I am going to send her an email with the name and location of my favorite medical station on the Citadel.
Your favorite shop on the Citadel?
Yeah. And just say, this could be really worth checking out the next time. Here's a coupon.
Mm-hmm.
I make it look like a spam email. Because again, I'm really good at this shit. Hoping that they will get the hint and investigate quietly rather than giving them time to run away.
Okay. You basically do sometime later get like a boilerplate message from like the UN Diplomatic Council, or I don't even know what it'd be, the UN Public Relations team, whatever third or fourth party department they have for legal proceedings involving people outside of Earth jurisdiction, essentially. And it's basically a court summons date to be like, you basically have to, it's essentially like you've been served with papers to be a witness in like a grand jury or something, not a grand jury, but a trial for evidence, etc., etc. It's a bunch of legalese, which is impossible to decipher. And other than that, it's basically a date 3 days from now. And yeah.
Earth, great. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, they're not making you go to Earth. There is just like a UN outpost on Luna you can go to be deposed, but because, some people, aka Belters, Martians, can't really just go to Earth all the time.
Nor would we want to. Just
Earth is trees are nice.
Trees are nice.
Trees are nice.
I saw one once. Well, it was an image.
I saw a tree once. I hated it.
Trees.
Who needs trees? That's why we have house plants.
It's like, Barnes, don't you have like a bunch of tiny plastic cactus? Yeah, plastic.
Plastic. I had plastic.
I bet you had those
Plastic
like
cacti.
Dancing dashboard ones, like the ones that go like on the dashboard.
Heck yeah, I did.
There's a plastic cactus with a grass skirt.
Heck yeah.
Bob back and forth in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
That was like one of your favorites too.
Such bad taste.
Excuse you.
I said what I said.
I want one of those now.
It's campy.
Anyways, so
yeah,
you basically those cultures not go together at all. Disagree. Hard disagree. in any case, so you basically have about 3-ish days to sort of wait until you need to give your testimony on what you've seen and what you've heard.
That'll be fine.
So in the meantime, you basically have your run of Luna Station. It's not even a station. It's basically almost like a fully colonized planet at this point.
Yeah, but not Level City. We're not in the main city. We're in the.
But you can take a shuttle to the main city if you so choose.
Well, do you all want to go? Shopping, visiting my home city, place I was born. Do you know you're not supposed to be born on Luna?
Because of all the radiation.
Well, there's that. Also, being born in low G means that it can cause some growth
Shit.
issues.
Yeah. Oh, and I imagine it would be not too great for the mama either.
No, oxygenation gets a bit lower.
Yeah. But yeah, the Level City, sure. I'd go there. Better than sitting around here for 3 days.
Plus, it's not like we're going to take that ship again.
Yeah, that's a bit cramped.
So it belongs to Protogen.
So, well, it did.
Wait,
hold on. Has anyone seen Kimiko?
like
Yeah. I've seen her earlier. Yeah, we saw each other in the hallway and saw each other. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Bart just gives like one of those like I know like visuals aren't really good for streams, but like y'all guys remember that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward's trying to hide that he likes Krabby Patties, and he just in like SpongeBob just gives like this really big giant smile that's like, oh, I get it now, and like basically
Where I come from, it's called a shit-eating grin.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, the Cheshire Cat smile, basically.
Like Barnes just like gives that and it's like, met them, huh? All right, good for you. Good for you. Good for you. And then he just kind of like continues like looking. He's like staring down at something for like the moment, and like he's still like processing like a lot of stuff for some reason. But yeah, he's like, good for you. Good for you. All right.
Level City. I'll message Kimiko, make sure she's catching up with us, or can meet us at the shuttle port or whatnot.
Here, I thought I had a bad few days.
Bad? Cap. Well,
You seem a bit off.
I'm well, you know.
Okay, can I just roll something? Anything?
Gonna need some perception checks or something.
Roll for what though?
What is
Sorry, for what?
what is indie? What indie? That's what
What indie?
What indie?
What indie?
I don't know.
I'm
Roll
a simple man.
communications. I don't know.
Communication is 11 with 4 stun points. That's not bad.
All right. What do you want to stunt on? You just want to do like a kickflip over Indy and just dab on them?
I'm not gonna flirt with
Some sort of a social or investigation stunt, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that investigation seems like it's more accurate. Hold on. Just Just give me some intuition. Reveal a fact about the object of my test that I could not have noticed or deduced by simply interacting with it.
Okay. And I'm
The hell is
sorry. What were you trying to deduce?
What
were
is
you?
what is happening? What is Indy doing right now? Because something is off.
They are blushing furiously every time Kamiko's name is mentioned. They are also hiding one of their hands behind their back.
Oh my.
Oh.
Never
No,
mind.
no, I did not mean to imply that. No.
Never mind.
What? I didn't even think.
I was thinking bruised knuckles from the fight.
Yeah.
God.
I'm not even going to go where I was going, but okay.
No, I saw where you went, hon. It was...
Oh boy.
Is everyone okay? Is everyone feeling good?
Ugh.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Except I'm kind of not, but still.
That's
yeah,
gonna live
all right.
on the internet
Knuckles.
forever now.
Totally bruised knuckles.
Yeah.
Sounds
That.
legit.
We'll go with that.
You're the most professed.
What did you do with Kamiko?
Played nice with some new friends.
No, I mean other than the fight.
Oh, well, I think I'd want to talk to Kamiko before discussing that any further.
Plead the fifth.
Oh, that's adorable.
Barnes is gonna.
I didn't say a dang thing.
Barnes is actually gonna like interject this point, and it's like, good person never kiss and tells, Captain. I wouldn't worry about it.
Impolite to kiss and tell.
Well, now, who here mentioned kissing? I didn't say nothing about no kissing.
Independence. It doesn't matter what you said; it's what you didn't that stands out.
Well, I don't know how to not say anything else, so...
Okay, Level City.
Level City!
Yeah, Level
Yep.
City. Sounds like a good plan, I guess. It's like Barnes like continues to kind of like stare down, at like he's half paying attention to this conversation, but he's kind of half not paying attention because he's kind of like stuck in
Something
some other.
wrong?
It's not anything to worry about, Captain. I've just been kind of. It's kind of weird to be back apparently from what I'm kind of remembering about things. I'll be fine. Level
Would
City,
I'd
totally.
like to look into what it means to be back.
None of it really matters. I wouldn't worry about it, Captain. Well, I mean, it's all down. I mean, we're not on a contract right now, anyways. I'm just gonna go check out the city, and whatever happens, happens. That's just kind of the way I live my life at this point, sir. No reason to shy away from how things have always gone, you know?
Okay. I was the one last time to reveal all secrets, so maybe stop hiding them yourselves. Because clearly it's affecting both of you in bad ways. Independence, no offense, you are giggling like a school child. In Barnes,
Yeah.
you are looking down like a school child. And you're both adults.
Just for the record, if anyone were paying attention, all that Barnes would obviously be looking at is the snow globe that Cyrus gave him. And then like he kind of just like brings it up like in his hand, he's like, just the moon. Yeah. Luna. Woo. Level City, whenever you are, Captain.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go to the docks and buy 4 tickets to Alderaan. You just yeah. Excuse me. And I leave to go buy some tickets because this is getting awkward.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure.
Andy's
Yeah.
gonna turn to Barnes and be like, "Y'all got anyone looking for you here? Good or bad?"
You know what? It's been, I don't even know how long I've been out here at this point. Uh, in the sense of Earth years, I don't even know if anyone who would possibly be looking for me would even be alive anymore. So, no, I don't think so. I don't know. Nor do I even really care half the time. Or maybe I do. I don't freaking know. I'm just really starting to remember that I'm not 100% certain I'm very fond of this godforsaken place. I don't I don't think man was clearly meant to be on the moon in hindsight.
Well, I mean, they'd probably say the same thing about Ceres and Ganymede and Mars, for that matter.
Yeah, maybe I just think this place is bad luck or something.
Oh, I'd understand that. I'm not the fondest of it myself. I'll watch your back, you watch mine, all right?
That sounds like a plan.
All right. And when Kamiko gets here, we'll tell her to keep an eye out, too.
Yeah. And
No.
we should just follow suit with the captain, right? Because he seems to know an idea of what's going on, or
I hope so. I wonder. But I hope so.
you and me both.
As we'll just keep on hoping that we got a read on him that seems about right.
I mean, look, I know the captain, has been hiding a lot of stuff from us and all this other stuff and all these other things, but the truth of the matter is that I don't think he's ever really tried to steer us wrong. He's never purposely put any of us in danger. I mean that's got to mean something.
I mean, that second bit is true.
Yeah. But look, I'll tell the captain about my bullshit at some point. I'm just trying to process everything still, because the truth of the matter is the last time I was here things went so fast that I never really had time to like kind of realize how things went. So yeah.
Fair enough. I'm pretty sure if Aya's there, he knows some good spots to get out of the way if you just need a minute to clear your head. I was thinking of go seeing the spot out by Sea of Tranquility where they planted that damn flag all them decades or centuries ago. If you want to join me for that, I imagine it'd be quite a sight.
Like Barnes like all of a sudden has like this like, I guess the best way to explain it would be like a flashback where he saw a picture of this of this apparent flag, like in like a museum somewhere, and he was like in like he is with his parents at the time, and then he kind of just like flashes, he kind of like stops for a moment, and he's like, yeah, maybe I'll think about it, Andy. It could be interesting. Why not?
Offers open, no pressure either way.
Yeah. And then he sort of like gets up. He puts the the snow globe like beckons man purse at the and kind of just like follows after Cyrus to go ahead and grab his ticket so he can get the hell out of here.
And Indy will text Kamiko and be like, "We're headed to Level City. Get in, losers. We're going shopping." Like,
Okay. I would say that there's actually probably like an underground mag rail that goes to the main city. So it probably wouldn't take you more than like a 20-minute train ride to get there.
All right.
Okay. Maybe Imani fell back asleep. Who knows? Yeah, so I'm guessing just for convenience sake, all of you just make it to the main city. You forget what it's called.
Level City.
Level
like
City.
Gym level.
Yeah. Also, Hicks, check your DMs on Zoom.
My mistake.
No, it's all good. So you guys make it to Level City. What is your plan? You have about a day or two to kill. You got some time to kill.
Indy's gonna look and get some new clothes, maybe with Kumiko, maybe not, and yeah, go out and see that flag.
Okay.
So, and if Cyrus is willing to give a guided tour of places that he grew up, they're definitely interested in that. Oh no!
It's just like a selection. There's a one point he says, "Oh, fine," and it's just a selection of like really boring corridors. Once in a while, there's a screen, like an LED screen, that technically shows the outside, but it's extremely glitchy. There's small little cracks that have clearly been, pasted over again because Level City's all built into the moon. So there's no way to look at the outside. There's no way to. It's not very pretty because it's aging. There's definitely a place where it looks like there's like a linoleum floor that just goes on for miles.
Just like you pass like a completely plain door. It's like, this is my elementary school. And then like right next to it, like, this was my high school.
Hell, this looks like half the places in the Mariner Valley.
I mean, Martian construction evolved from lunar construction. So
Yeah, makes
doesn't
sense.
surprise me.
Proved upon it, but
Well, we were first. That comes with certain negatives. Oh, this was the garden, and it's literally just a big cement room with trees painted on the walls.
Indy looks a little taken aback at that one. He was like, didn't even go for any of them moss paintings? That's a...
Well, I mean, this one was for the school children. There's one for the more richer students on the other side of New Hague. That's it has the astroturf, and there's the planters with actual soil.
Well, that sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, I didn't live there. Oh, and and this was the big restaurant at the time. This was like the place you'd come with your friends, and it's literally just like the door is broken, and it's all the lights are off. Things have changed since that day.
Well, shit.
Yeah, I think a lot of people happen to think that I growing up as an Earther is most of us don't live like people assume.
Yeah, you mentioned your folks were on basic for a while there, but didn't you?
Didn't think basic was this. Basic is literally what you need to survive. And even then, some people don't even get on basic. For various reasons, they fall through the cracks.
For the most part, basic doesn't extend to Luna.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get any basic assistance on Luna itself. It's why the vast majority of private citizens who live on Luna are extremely wealthy, which is why there's a number of like fancy resorts, corporate headquarters, etc., 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 except for essentially like the working class that has
The Fayezes of the world.
Yeah.
My parents came here because of a job for a corporation that got bought out by some other corporation. And when they lost the job, they couldn't get back down. So they applied for some form of governmental assistance. They got a little bit. And I was supposed to be sent there. When you're pregnant, you're not supposed to have birth here. You're sent down, but I came early. So unfortunately, I was born here. And once you're born here, you can't exactly do anything. They can't send you down yet, right? The gravity would kill you. So
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
instead, well, I stayed here until I was basically around 4 or 5. Then I was sent down with some cousins who were on basic. And then I came back up here when I was about 15. Spent most of my younger days in doctor's offices getting my bones checked.
Oof. I can imagine those weren't always pleasant visits.
No. I took a lot of medication. I had this supplement that I had to take every day that tasted like chalk.
Ugh. Calcium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also fortified with iron, magnesium, sulfites, something like that. It's a long list.
I like Barnes kind of like interjects at this point because he will be like, no, I've actually I remember taking at least a couple of those. Sometimes my bones just like really hurt, like because I've been in 0G for as long as I have, and they're just like, well, you really do seem like you have a body mass and bone structure of an earther more than a belter. Maybe you should be taking these. Maybe you should be taking these supplements. And they are just like the worst tasting thing in this entire belt. Practically, it's the worst. I completely agree with you, Captain. They're horrible.
Yeah. Even now, I can't even think of bubble gum without getting sick.
Relatable. Very relatable, Captain.
I mean,
this might be controversial, but I think bubblegum is literally the worst flavor in the entire world, like especially like double bubble, like that fake bubblegum flavor.
Yeah, okay. I can get behind that.
Well,
the only thing that's worse than it is fake banana flavor.
Yes.
Thank you for visiting the final episode. Bye, viewers. I mean, fake bananas, they're not terrible. But like, did y'all get that? Because like banana antibiotic when you were a kid, the liquid banana antibiotic.
Oh no, I didn't get that. No.
It legit. It did not taste like fake banana. It tasted kind of like real banana, but intensified. It was really good, surprisingly.
Okay.
No,
When
but I had the what was it that like when you went to the dentist and they had to do the trace set and they had all the fake flavors. You're like, choose whatever flavor. It's like it doesn't matter because they're all terrible. And I'm like you get the strawberry one and it literally just tastes like, I don't know, underripe, bitter, sour strawberries. And I was like, fuck it, I'll try the banana one. And it was literally just like, oh, tasted like a weird collection of like banana bubble gum.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
They talk a lot about what it means to be an Earther, what it means to be a Martian, what it means to be a Belter. But the truth is, there's a lot of people who are the in between. There are Belters born on Earth, Earthers born on Mars, and people like me.
People like you.
I was born on the moon.
Oh, right.
We
Yes.
literally went.
We had this we just had this right.
Yeah, just about 10 seconds ago. I showed you the cement block that was my garden.
Yes, look, Cap. I know that's probably isn't really the best time to like talk about this. But if it helps put you at ease about the fact that I seem to be forgetting a lot of stuff, we can have this conversation.
Wait 1 minute. So these buildings have all this area's all been it's under refurbishment, but this place is still active. And then I turn the corner and get out of what, as it turns out, is a place that says it like there's a do not enter sign on the door.
Oh.
And we go into like an area that actually looks a lot better. So the walls are white and there's the LED screens are huge and they're wall to wall to wall and they're just filled with a vista of what looks like the moon on a perpetual Earth set. There are benches, concrete benches everywhere. These fake plants, but there's little oxygen tubes hiding underneath this fake moss to help refresh the air. The light is a warm sort of daylight kind of bulb. It's clearly like the nicest place you've seen so far in terms of the places Cyrus grew up. This is my favorite place.
I can see why.
It's almost like being outside, huh?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. And then like all of a sudden, like Barnes has like this like vivid flashback of like being outside on Earth, and he's like remembering sights, smells, feelings, stuff like that. He's like in a forest somewhere, actually like holding a like touching a tree or something like that, and he sort of just like comes back to, and he's just like, no, it doesn't feel like outside, but it's pretty close. Pretty close.
Well, Earth outside is I didn't see much of it, to be honest. I saw it was the nicest thing. So we landed in a green field because the main spaceport was closed down, and we had to take a big the four wheels and the heaviness, the Jeep, and we'd all sit in the Jeep, and they took us for half an hour into what looked like at the time. Well, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Glass sculptures everywhere. It turns out they were buildings, of course. I'd never seen one before. And then I went into one of those buildings, and then I didn't come out for several years.
You didn't come out of the building for years?
Yeah, everything was inside of it.
Yeah, that doesn't sound great at all, honestly. Being stuck in a singular place for years on end. Yeah, I don't
mean,
have you been to Ceres?
or even Mars.
Well, now.
Come
Let's
on.
not get ahead of ourselves.
It's all prefab. It looks the same.
Yeah, it kind of does. I'm not gonna. Can't argue too much there.
I mean, that's the nature of living in. It is the people who are the luckiest, or the people who are actually supported, that get to live in, like what you see in the movies. I think the only person like that amongst us is probably Kamiko.
Probably. Probably. Must be not. It must have. It must have been nice.
On the plus side, in that building, all the windows were glass. So you could, yeah, all the walls were glass. So you could just, see the outside. It was nice. Keep in mind, this was the nicest place I'd been up until this point.
Just trying to imagine just looking out.
It's a long way down. Honestly, the first few times I kept thinking I would fall off and just keep going until I don't know what. That's the thing about a place like Level. There's a few places where you can see each and every floor, but even if you jump down, it would be so slow. You'd survive landing practically fine.
We used to do that as kids on Mars too. Go down the central shafts. We'd rappel down on whatever the hell it was we could find. Oh man, I remember first time I got caught doing that. Oh, mama nearly tanned my backside when she found out.
She would, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
But even then, there's only a set number of levels. I had never been into a high rise before. They just keep going up. You can't even see the top when you're sitting down below.
imagine it's like being on the outside of a station,
Maybe.
but
Terrifying.
brighter because there's
Yes.
the sun there.
Also a lot of
Close
blue
by.
everywhere. A lot of blue sky.
I always liked the color blue.
Mhm. Sorry,
Yeah.
you were saying, Barnes.
Look, I don't really like have an understanding of a lot of things because I was pretty young when it happened, but I think I may have been kidnapped when I was on the moon when I was a kid. And that's how I somehow got in space. And I am slowly starting to remember things about when I was 4. I was about 4 years old, I think, when I was taken. And I don't even really know like how many Earth years I've been out there now, but oh god, it's really bothering me to be here on the moon because I'm just remembering like so much stuff, and it just part of me is just like, what is even the point? I'm far too old to even worry about it anymore. So, but admittedly, I'm sorry if I'm kind of just off, but I'm just remembering a lot of stuff right now. So, but honestly, yeah, I remember like sometimes the sky being blue when I was on Earth. It seemed nice.
Oh, wait, hold on. And I like go into my little personal computer and I go through pictures after picture after picture after picture after picture. And like the last picture there, the oldest picture taken, that was when I left. And it's just a picture of a blue sky. Nothing else. It was like taken directly upward. It's just a blue sky with some cirrus cloud, like some like wispy clouds.
Wow, that's actually really nice.
Yeah.
Is there any way that I can get like a print of that?
I don't know where to print it, but I just like send it to the entire team. Poor Kamiko's just gonna get really confused.
Muted.
Just be like, why the hell did you send me a blue picture?
It's the sea.
But yeah, like Barnes like sees it in like the mass text, and he's like, yeah, that's definitely something worth sitting on too. I like that. And he just kind of like puts his communicator, his comm device like back into his pocket as he like keeps listening to Cyrus like talk about this place, because it's interesting to him. He is listening. It's just that like every single now and then he has these just vivid memories of stuff, of what things were like before he got taken. So
Every now and then when you space out, you just feel a little like squeeze on your shoulder as Indy reaches over.
and like Barnes just kind of like whenever I space out and then I feel like the squeeze on my shoulder, I kind of like I it actually really helps like coming to. And like Barnes just like nods in appreciation about being basically just like being given a cue about, oh hey, people might be staring at me while I'm spacing out. Thank you.
Do you say any of that out loud, or is that like all communicated through like nods and stuff?
Yeah, just it's just like communicated through a nod, a
All
nod
right.
of like appreciation, a nod, maybe like a slight affirming grunt at best. Like he doesn't really say thank you, because if he did, he would be saying it all the freaking time. So he just a a kind nod and grunt of affirmation that he appreciates it. And yeah, basically, because I mean, like I said, if Barnes actually said thank you, he probably would be saying it way too much, because he keeps having these moments of spacing out. So
So as you guys are kind of wandering around the station, I need you all to make me perception checks, please.
I was wondering.
Wondering when that would happen.
Yup.
Just a flat perception check.
Yeah, just give me a flat perception check.
I am now all of a sudden having that sudden realization that I wasn't even in Roll20. Way to go, Hicks! You're on top of it today.
You're here. You're here.
All right.
Yeah, that is true. At least I am here.
Okay, so 13, 15, and 15 with 6 stone points. So as you're walking down these hallways, you see a really, really old advertisement. Like, I want to say, basically like an old advertisement banner painted onto the side of a wall, essentially. Which is for the new luxury Venetian floating cities by Tycho Manufacturing. These are really, really old. And Barnes, you and Indy notice a bit of odd graffiti painted underneath the Tycho Manufacturing. Kind of like an arrow with all sorts of different lines coming out of it, pointed to the left. Indy, you know that the graffiti's like pretty new. Like the paint is like practically still wet. Barnes, you can use investigation stunt points if you want, but you recognize that symbol.
That's not good.
That's the Tycho Station OPA.
Yes, it is. Yep. Let me see here. Like investigation stunt wise, I think I scored like 6.
It's a pretty powerful stunt right there.
Yeah, there's not even really 6-point investigation stunts. Honestly, this sounds like this sounds like an instance of down the rabbit hole. So I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole.
Okay. So you know that whenever they place markers like this out in a public area, it's usually to point to a direction of a meetup. Because they're obviously not all the OPA for, if they're planning something, they're not all going to travel on the same boat and they're not all going to go at the same time, but they have to meet somewhere and they have to sometimes communicate where they're going to meet without, sending out or broadcasting it on all channels. So the easiest way to do that is essentially sort of secretly mark the path with OPA signals and OPA communicate, essentially.
Right. So yeah, I am definitely able to like tell that it's like a location thing, but considering the people that I am with, it's probably not within my best interest to explain anything, simply because I already know for a fact Indy thinks the OPA are a bunch of terrorists. So
Legit.
So he kind of just stares at it for a few moments. He's taking notes of where exactly it's pointing towards, and then he kind of just is like, yeah, they paint these all over the place. It's I mean, we Belters, we really get around, it seems like.
What does that mean?
Oh, God damn, I know I'm gonna have to roll a deception on this.
Oh no, Cyrus is not paying attention to you. He just picked a like a piece. I think like an advertising piece of plastic on the floor, like a thin piece, like a brochure.
Oh, okay.
And it's just advertising like new hydroponic beer or something, like some weird, ridiculous concept.
Soy beer.
Oh God, doggone it. Okay, but yeah, Barnes like basically goes into this tangent about that one of the most important things that you could sometimes do as a belter is make an indication that you're at a point, and that more oftentimes than not, somebody sometimes leaves things behind to give to another belter. And he's like, I think you would know a lot about this, Cyrus. The old dead drop kind of thing. But considering how old this paint kind of is, yeah.
Well, it ain't that old.
Yeah, admittedly, it's not that old, but belter dead drops, they get taken really quick.
Barnes,
So,
do you want to check this out? Do you want us to not check it out while you check it out?
It's probably something I should look into. All things considering, if it's something, it could be kind of dicey. I'm not gonna lie to you, Indy. The this I can already tell from the way that this looks that this is some sort of instance of it might not exactly be on the legal side, so I should probably just like look into it just to make sure that it doesn't have anything to do with the insanity that we are presently dealing with, you know?
You can see Indy's brain working overtime, and they're just going to say, you think the OPA is working with Protogen?
No, I don't think that,
Okay.
but I can tell you, in the sense of the OPA, we should, I mean, every channel that we can get to be aware of what Progen is doing is something that we should definitely make sure about. People need to know that Progen that Progen is a menace at this point, and if that means possibly informing the OPA to ensure that innocent lives outside of the belt um, can can be kept aware, then that's all well and good. So I should probably check this out.
Indy doesn't say anything. They've just got their lips in the smallest line you've ever seen, and they kind of give a terse nod.
I appreciate that yeah that like Barnes is actually kind of like stumbling a little bit because how Indy kind of like perceives or like feels about like this overall thing, it matters to him, but at the same time he knows this could be important, and so he's just like, I really appreciate that I just appreciate you. Thank you, Indy. I'm just gonna go check it out. And then he kind of like circles back to the captain. He's like, Captain, is there like anywhere where we should particularly meet? Where like if we don't meet up, then you know that maybe something bad might have happened to me.
New, New Hague complex. There's a foyer right in front of it. It is there.
Okay. I'll beat you there. Hopefully this will only take like an hour 30 minutes. If I'm not there by hour 45, assume the worst.
Are you sure you want to do this alone?
If all things considering, Captain, if this symbol is what I think it means, anybody I mean, anybody who is in the inner belt, I mean, anyone who is in like the
inners. Yeah, the inners. We get it.
Yeah, anyone who's in is going to be out. So I honestly, it's just as much for your safety. You have to understand.
You insist.
At the mention of the captain's safety, Indy is gonna like snort a little bit, but let it go.
Independence,
then-
have you ever tasted Kenyan grown coffee?
And then yeah, Barnes just like walks off as he's like following the markers.
Real earth-grown coffee.
Oh no, it's not real. It's just modified to taste ideally the same.
Well, I'll give it a try.
I think there was a place. Hold on. And I check my map and just lead us into a random direction.
Oh, he gonna be all right.
Probably not.
Oh my God! Thank you so much, Captain, for the vote of confidence.
Okay, what's the worst that can happen?
Oh gosh.
Like, cut to like 30 minutes in the future and the entire station's on fire. What did you do? Okay, I think we're just about time for a break. I think it's a good time here to take a quick little break. I'm gonna go grab some more caffeine. We're gonna go sort of take a stretch, do a little bio, yell at Amani until she comes in here to enjoy some shenanigans and deal with some plot advancement, because dang it, we're trying to advance that plot here.
There's a plot.
I don't know.
Oh, there's totally a plot.
Sometimes there's a plot. I wrote stuff down, man. If I went to the effort to write stuff down, things are gonna happen kind of like how I wrote them down.
Notes have been made.
Yeah, exactly. I made notes. If I'm making notes, I'm using them. Anyways, I think we're just gonna take a 10-minute little break.
Micro break.
So
yeah.
we will be back around 7:25-ish. Anyways, don't go anywhere. We will be back shortly. So see you in a bit. Hello, we are back. So yes, here's a quick recap of what happened. Not a lot.
Wow.
We just had some slight tours of where Cyrus grew up. A little bit of wander around, maybe some shopping. Not much. Except when Barnes noticed some OPA, basically railroad signs, and decided that it would probably be best if he figured out what was going on and why they're here. So Cyrus and Indy, you guys, what are you up to right now?
Well, we are going to try some genetically engineered coffee that's supposed to taste like it was grown in Kenya,
Okay.
and probably with a lot of hazelnut creamer.
Yes.
All right. So you guys are going to Stardunk's Coffee.
Dunks.
Stardunk's Coffee. Okay. Don't laugh. It's a legitimate chain. They were established in 2044.
All right.
Some people say it's a little hipster, but they do a good brew. So you guys are heading off to try some delicious GMO coffees. As Barnes, you start to kind of go back into your old OPA training and follow these railway signs.
Mhm.
Some of them you keep following down. Some of them are they're usually in like hard to notice places behind trash bins, usually hidden under vents or behind vents or something that's not clearly visible.
Right.
Essentially, you get the markings that tell you that you're supposed to meet at a nearby time at a out of the way watering hole.
All right.
Mm-hmm. So you go in, and it is what looks to be mostly like a spacer's bar for
Okay.
people who are in transit and like relatively small and quiet. And you notice that pretty much everyone in here is Belter.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, everyone is sporting a lot of different faction ink.
So, it's not very easy to always spot specifically the Tycho Station faction, or specifically Fred Johnson's faction.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to try. I'm going to try my absolute best to sort of head to the bar, order a drink, and kind of case, like, to see how many other people from Johnson's faction are here.
Let's see here. How do you want to try and figure that out?
I mean, aren't I able to just kind of like, wander about and kind of just like try to get a good sight of the particular mark that I'm looking for? I mean, if I need to,
that would be a perception.
Yeah, that's fine. I can go perception.
Yeah, if you want to do that, that would be perception. If you want to try talking to a couple of them to figure out who they're with, that would be communications.
Um, honestly, you know what? I have an idea.
Mhm.
I am still gonna go order a drink, but I'm going to like just go up to like a couple of a couple other belters, and I'm gonna start talking to them, and I'm going to wager um, a a game of darts and have casual conversation with them while we're playing.
Okay, and you're basically just trying to suss out um, if they're inks, basically if they're inks for show or not.
Yeah,
Okay.
or like specifically if they're a part of Johnson's faction,
Mhm.
and as such, I'm going to be like, you know, hey, we're um, when's it going to be time for the meeting?
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, so roll me communications then. All right, so you spend some time at this bar kind of rubbing elbows and sort of getting people to do a round of darts or whatever games or bar games are around.
Mm-hmm.
And after talking to most of the people there, you find out that of the people who are currently there with visible faction ink,
Mm-hmm.
there's a couple, there's like two Black Sky, there's a Golden Bow. Who else is there? And there's a couple other who are you're not sure who they're affiliated with, but they're most likely just wearing it for show. You do finally find
that probably means they're vulture collectives.
yeah. You do finally find one guy who's part of the Tycho OPA.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically says, like, if you're here for the meet, then it should be starting soon.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. Wouldn't mind sitting in and maybe throwing out a piece or two myself.
Okay, so within 25 minutes or so, you have another drink or two, and you buy around, and another three another three or so, yeah, three belters walk in and kind of join your table. So it's the five of you there.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the last one to arrive looks like he's the one kind of in charge of it.
Okay.
And he kind of looks around and just kind of nods for you all to follow him.
All right.
Mhm.
I mean, no reason to not follow him at this point. I'm going to kind of stay back though. I don't want to be surrounded by these guys like almost immediately because, I'm just going to follow along, see what this meeting has going on for it.
All right. So they basically go into the back to essentially the stock room so they can have a little bit of privacy.
Mm-hmm.
And they start talking in Belcher Creole about what the plan is.
Mm-hmm.
The leader tells you that the OPA, Fred Johnson, want that it's a smash and grab, and it's on some valuable blackmail.
Where's the spot?
Don't know yet. Think it's supposed to be happening in a day or two. Still getting the info on it. And apparently some people have information they're supposed to pass over to the UN. and we want to at least get a copy of it. So apparently it makes the UN and Mars look real bad. We're thinking that the OPA can leverage it.
Yeah, Barnes isn't. Barnes isn't particularly. Barnes really doesn't have any want or concern about incriminating Mars or the UN, and so he kind of just like he. I'm not going to say he comes unglued at this point, but he is like, are you goddamn serious? There's so many other things going on right now, and we're going to put more fuel. We're going to throw more gunpowder into the fire between the UN and Mars.
They all just kind of laugh at you, and like one of the other ones just kind of like elbows you in the ribs, like, well, we got to worry about if the units stop blowing themselves up, huh? The more they kill each other, the less they got to spend on us.
Yeah, but there's bigger fish to fry out there, and on top of that, there's stuff out there that are going to hurt actual people. Kill. Possibly control everybody. Isn't that more of a priority over the bullshit between the UN and Mars right now?
Just kind of looking at you a little strange. It's you spend a little too much time in thin air belt loader. You're not getting it. We get the dirt on the inners, and we advance our position. We protect it if they try and turn on us again.
I get it. I understand, but there's worse problems out there right now. We should be. Shouldn't we be focused more on that instead?
Like the leader kind of sighs and just like points at the door and just goes, time and place for second thoughts out there.
And so Barnes just says in Belgian Creole at this point. All right, the blood of hundreds of innocent Belgians is on your hands then, and he'll just walk because he has absolutely no necessity to incriminate either the UN or the Martians at this point. It's not about that, and he refuses to involve himself in it.
Okay.
And if that means that like the moment I come out that they're going to follow me and beat the living tar out of me, well,
Oh, they got bigger fish to fry than you.
yeah, that's true. If they're about to do a smash and grab. Well, I definitely know who I need to talk to now. So I'm going to head to the spot the foyer that the captain told me about.
So as you leave the bar, you do see the one belter who had the was it the Black Sun?
Yeah.
He's out there having a smoke. And kind of just gives you a nod as you walk by.
I'm going to go ahead and give him a nod back, and I'm just going to say, some people just got lack of vision, it seems like.
Cool. Make me a perception roll. 12.
Yeah, not the best, but
He the Black Sun OPA, you assume he's a Black Sun OPA, gives you like a really gross smile. Like he's got a fucked up smile.
well, yeah, because
His
he
mouth
freaking-
is fucked up.
yeah. I mean, because he freaking smokes. He's probably got like tar and freaking nicotine stains all over his teeth. What
Oh,
teeth he has?
it definitely looks like he's like someone's taken like a pipe wrench to his teeth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're just kind of like, you go to walk away and you hear the faintest metallic click behind you, which is barely enough warning for you to sort of make a move. So what are you planning to do?
I'm gonna move out of the way of what is clearly about to be some sort of metal object coming towards me, and probably punch back. I mean, from what it sounds like.
We don't have time to attack back, but
Okay, yeah, no, then definitely
Yeah.
avoid.
yeah. So you do have time to sort of just like move faster out of the way.
Mhm.
And you just barely, you feel like your clothes are getting like just, excuse me, barely sort of missing his grip as he tries to grab you from behind, obviously to put like a knife to your neck or something.
Mhm.
And you're just kind of staring him down as he has a knife pulled on you.
Do
You
I
just
have time? Do I have time to pull out a trench knife?
I mean, let's wait a second. Let's
Okay.
slow down. It says, you and me gonna have a little chat, huh? Gonna tell me what they planning.
I don't have to tell you anything. What's in it for me?
It's like, I tell you what's not in it. He just kind of like taps the knife.
Uh-huh. I'm not very threatened. You're gonna have to try harder than that.
He kind of just shrugs, says, "It's okay," and pulls out a gun.
Well, um,
Now what?
you better aim where it counts, because
He points at your crotch.
like I give a shit. Yeah, I'm going to rush him at this point.
Okay.
So, like, am I gonna roll brawl, or what am I doing?
I'm trying to think here
Okay.
about what this would be.
Oh, all right. Never pulled that shot ski again. Wow. All right. I see how it is.
I think I'm going to have to make this an opposing dexterity roll to see who's faster.
Oh, great. Dexterity, the one thing that I'm not good at.
Hey, man.
I'll go for it, though.
Oh, wait, before we do this,
Oh, shit. I already rolled. Okay.
I'm just going to ignore that for a second.
All right.
Before we do this,
Uh-huh.
Can my wonderful producer link us the spreadsheet so we can see auto successes and stuff?
Yeah, that would be a good time for the auto successes.
It is pinned in the Discord. Okay. Anyways, because I want to make sure that Hicks does have one auto success.
You know what? I'm gonna go for it. This is a good time. This is a good time for that. Why not?
Okay. So you're gonna do an auto success
Yes, I am.
with 6 stump points.
Uh-huh.
I am.
This is a good time for another success. I don't know who gave it to me, but thank you very much.
I'm going to say. You can probably use melee stunts for this.
Sounds legit.
Not grappling, but melee.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? You can use grappling stunts if you want. Melee or grappling stunts.
Mm, no. I'm not really a very good grappler in hindsight. Let me just pull out the melee stunts. You know what? I'm gonna go with my I have 6, you said, right?
Yeah.
Can I use 2 different stunts?
No.
Damn it!
Yes?
Oh.
Yes?
Yes!
Okay. Okay.
Then I'm going to use bind weapon and hamstring and
Okay.
run away.
All right. Okay. So you need to roll melee attack roll.
Melee attack roll.
It should be really easy for you to beat. Just saying.
Like is this like a brawling roll or
Melee
no,
attack roll.
melee attack? So I think that's this one.
Just fighting, basically. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, because that should be like a 9.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go. That shouldn't be that. Almost, yeah, it should be a 9, so you win.
Okay.
So yeah, so so what does Barnes do with all this?
So from what it so I mean basically because he's like pointing a gun at me and I am just like, you know, if you're just if you're gonna shoot me, you better make sure it counts because I'm gonna get really pissed if you don't kill me with it. And then he goes ahead, he points at my crotch, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not scared by that at all. And then I just freaking rush and jump him. I basically like kind of smack the gun like away, and then kind of just like kick him like really hard right in the knee. And then just when I know that he's like down, just like run off. because while I am willing to go ahead and start a fight with this person, I know for a fact he's got a gun, and screw that. Especially considering that he already had the drop on me.
I like how he had the drop on you, and all you did was just slap his hand and kick his chin and run away. I like it. I like it.
I mean, look, my beef is not with him at this point.
No, it's just fair, man.
He's just he's just out here trying to freaking shoot me in the junk, and I'm just like, you know what?
And then Barnes is like, judo chop.
And he's like, you know what? He's like, I have bigger problems than you right now. I really need you to just leave me alone. And he's all like, I'm gonna shoot you, eh? And I'm just like, no, you're not. And then just freaking smack him in the arm, kick him in the knee, and go, bye.
All right, man. I mean, an interesting solution to the problem, but it worked. You didn't get shot in the junk.
I mean,
Something to be said for that.
That's always a plus. That's still one tchotchke I have.
Always a plus. And you did learn a little bit about what the
OPA.
OPA is about up to on the station.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'm pretty certain I need to talk to Cyrus right now. So I need to go back to the foyer. So like I said, I'm going to meet him in the spot that we all agreed on. This is that we're going to meet back up here. And if I'm not back in an hour and 45 minutes, then assume the worst. I'm just going to wait there, and I am going to look like semi-shaken at this point, but I have a drink in my hand. I am trying to calm down. I'm trying to calm down. I'd be smoking, but there is no smoking in the foyer, so I'm just having a drink. And I don't smoke, just for the record. I don't smoke, but I am in dire need of a cigarette right now.
Okay, so I assume the two of you return and find Barnes looking visibly shaken, waiting for you to enter.
I feel like as we're walking in, like, that one just tasted like moss, right?
It didn't taste anything special to me. It was just, yeah. I mean, the creamer stuff was pretty good.
Barnes is actually going to say, what the hell smells like hazelnut?
The fact that you know what the hazelnut smells like.
Indy,
what happened?
Sorry, 1 second.
Sorry.
Indy, you are desperately trying to figure out why anyone would pay like 2,000 credits for coffee that apparently some large rat shit out.
Oh my god.
I mean,
we did not try that one.
No.
Definitely did not try it because it's like, 2,000 credits a cup. You have no idea why anyone would ever buy that. That sounds just why.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Crazy rich earthers and their weird things.
Crazy rich earthers. The decadence is unreal.
Just because a mongoose shits a coffee bean doesn't mean you have to drink it.
Nope. Agreed there. I think I'll stick with this stuff, but doesn't seem special. I don't know. Seems all right. Hey, Barnes, what's up?
All right.
Well, he looks like he's seen a ghost.
Yeah, I know.
Or been stabbed in the leg.
Oh, no, I didn't get stabbed in the leg. Somebody else had some stuff happen to their leg. We don't have to talk about that. That's not that important. Okay.
Does someone need to be stabbed in the leg? I don't relish it, but if they need it.
Hopefully no one needs to get stabbed anymore.
All right.
But look, Captain, I went ahead. I checked out. I looked into the graffiti. There was a meeting going down. amongst the Tycho Station OPA, and they're planning a smash and grab on some facility here on Earth, and they're hoping to grab information to blackmail both the UN and Mars.
Wait. Never mind.
And I tried. I'm not involved. I told them that I was sitting out, but they're very wanting to do it. Even after I tried my absolute best to explain to them that there are worse problems right now, and that fanning the flames between the UN and Mars was the stupidest damn idea that has ever existed. And they were like, second thoughts could go outside. And guess where I went? Outside. So I already know I'm incriminating myself by telling you guys.
I don't give a shit about that. I mean,
They're probably going to call me a snitch or some stupid shit like that. But there's a war going on right now between the UN and Mars, and I honestly don't think that having the OPA involved and blackmailing the two of them helps anybody when there's worse problems.
I'm wondering if the blackmail is about them worse problems.
I mean, if the blackmail is about the worst problems, then how exactly are both Earth and how exactly are the UN and Mars involved? They don't. It's not their fault.
Factions.
Right.
Minor people in government, or even just one person in a high position. Then corporations. On the Martian side, probably someone in the military, and then an OPA faction or two. The more they attack each other, the more reason there is for a weapon. The more reason there is for something that's never been seen before. It's the same reason why the nuke was invented.
Fayez, you're making a lot of sense.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
So we have to stop the smash and grab.
These are your people. What do you want to do?
I mean, they're not my people. It's OPA. We're a loose group of people. We're a loose group of people united by.
My point is,
very
you
minute
know them
puzzles.
better than I do, or Independence, or Kamiko, who, by the way, is staying in a hotel. Apparently, she's not feeling well.
Must be nice. Oh, it must not be nice because
Don't-
she's not feeling well.
Yeah.
Never mind.
My point is, you know them better than the rest of us, which means I want you to tell us how you want us to handle this. Do you want us to leave nothing but blood on the floor? Convince them otherwise? Give them false information?
Give them real information. You were in favor of that a couple of days ago.
I was, but I don't want to cause a worse war. I would prefer that the war would stop.
Hey, Barnes, I appreciate your ambition there, but I'm going to say that it's probably not going to be on you to make this war any worse.
Mm-hmm. The truth is, this entire time, unbeknownst to us, we've been fighting against planetary
Protogen.
resources. Think about that for a second. We're one cog in a huge machine. My mother-in-law is another one. That meeting between the UN and Mars, that battle on Ganymede, even the Rosnante, they're all cogs, small ones, compared to a massive machine trying to push us into a position where we'll need this blue thing as an
Maybe
excuse
looks
to make
very
money.
shifty when you say blue thing.
Independence, what is it?
Do we need the blue thing?
If we're talking about the blue thing that I saw in that room, we do not need that freaking
No,
nature.
that's the most dangerous thing on Earth, or Mars, or the galaxy. That is
Right.
only contact enough is to turn you into a.
I mean, I'm actually going to like explain to like Independence because they were not there to see it. He's like, he's like, Indy, this blue thing, this blue crystal thing, was attached to an animal piece, and the animal piece, like completely random animal piece, still alive. That is unnatural, Indy.
I thought it was a residue.
No, it's some sort of crystal. Like that's I cannot I mean I cannot even imagine.
It's not a crystal. It's a organic matrix. It looks like a crystal, but it continues to propagate like a virus, spreading like I'm using what little science knowledge Cyrus does know, which is not too bad. And basically explaining that this is like if sugar were a bacteria.
Hmm.
It intends to grow over the entirety of something, changing it until such time as it turns you into a weapon. And judging by what we saw in Ganymede, that's what happened to that thing.
Well, see, that's the thing. Now, but that I mean that
It's
honestly,
worse, though.
but no, but Captain, uh, that's just
No,
much on
Barnes,
your.
this is the thing I need to say. The weapon used on Ganymede, that was a child. Or at least that's what the researcher said to me.
Mm.
Basically, it turned a child into that. That's too dangerous to be in anyone's hands.
That was a child.
That was a child. That's who they're testing on. And Lord knows what happened to the. That is one example. There's probably more than one. We don't know where they are.
So, do you think this OPA smash and grab that they're talking about? Do you think that it's going to be for this particular information that they're going to blackmail?
Or for the shiny blue shit in the medical clinic?
Both. Anything they can find.
I don't want that stuff in the hands of the OPA. It's dangerous for anybody. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't even exist. But information, I don't see a problem with that. I don't see the issue with them having the information. The people have a right to have an understanding and fair warning that this monstrosity exists.
That's
Everybody.
not what they're using it for, though. Not to mention, it would cause mass panic. You saw what happened when Holden got on the freaking
fucking
phone.
hell.
Exactly. How much worse can this get? We're already on the brink of war. They hear about something like this.
I was there during Vesta. I can tell you it can get plenty worse.
My point. Look, disinformation campaign is what happened on Callisto. It's why my husband is dead, along with several Martians and humans. It's why I barely survived myself. Putting information in the wrong hands isn't helping anyone. It kills them.
Okay. Then it sounds like the better idea then would be to just allow the OPA to get the wrong information.
Or stop them from getting any information at all.
I mean, we could, if that's what if you think that's the smarter idea. Why not? It's gonna suck. But admittedly, as much as it pisses me off to kind of realize that I'm just going to turn my back on the OPA, I don't agree with their views right now. So, oh well. At least that faction, I don't agree. So, if we have to crack heads, then I guess we have to crack heads. It's because it's the only thing I know how to do.
So how do we go about this? Where do we go?
Well, that's half the problem, isn't it? They don't have any information about where the smash and grab is. So we could probably even completely stop it if we can figure out the informants. Grab the informants, grab the informants, make them unavailable. Maybe we can stop the entire thing from happening. Because they don't even know where to hit. They have manpower, but no information.
We'll follow your lead. That
Yep.
seem right with you, Independence?
Absolutely.
So I need to go on ahead, and I guess I'm going to have to make some calls or something to talk to some people about who would possibly be like the informants that are in this area who are trying to weasel out some action to grab the information.
Guess you better start talking then.
Yep. Guess I am. And so I'm going to go ahead and take a seat and pull out my comm unit and start talking to some other people outside of my usual faction to find out some additional information about the possible informants that could be helping with this job.
Okay. If that's what you're trying to do, roll me communication.
Ooh, can this be bargaining?
How is what are you bargaining for?
I mean, if I have to make a trade of credit for information, I am willing to do that.
Sure. You might have to trade some favors or something around.
Yeah, I could probably do that too.
All right.
I'm pretty good at things.
Mm, 13. Okay.
So you're basically trying to figure out how Fred Johnson's OPA is getting their intel.
Right.
And from what you figured, it sounds like someone stationed on Luna
Obviously.
for the UN, who works in the UN, is being paid off to leak whatever they can.
Sounds about right, though.
Who it is, they're not sure about, because obviously the person's risking a lot by leaking classified information.
Mm-hmm.
But with what you got there, you know that Tycho OPA aren't the only ones who are in on this. Like, it's kind of a well-known secret right now.
That, like, this is like one of the first times that the factions are actually working together to try to try to get something.
Oh, they're definitely not working together
Ah,
because from what you can piece together, Fred Johnson wants to get the information to hold on to it for the future in case he has to use it. Dawes wants to use it to for leverage to get OPA a spot at the table. And other factions like Black Sun want to use it to basically fan the flames and get the war started.
Which is, I'm starting to feel more and more glad that I didn't even bother trying to talk to that Black son of a bitch now. All right. Yay for me. I mean, regardless, I mean, those are all, I mean, as much as the outer planets deserve to have their voice expressed, this is not the way to do it. And so that's why I still stand by the entire OPA has no right to have this right now. If the informant is in the UN, then and I mean, I'm going to like explain to Cyrus that apparently the informant that we're looking for is in the UN. I mean, you know, he works for the UN in the Luna station. He's being paid off. I mean, maybe it's somebody that Johnson knew, or you know, maybe not. I know that, you know, you don't necessarily know every person who works in the UN because I mean, big group. But what do you know about the people who work for the UN on Luna?
What kind of person do you need?
I mean, I am assuming that considering the fact that this is, I mean, this is dealing with our organic matter at this point, probably some sort of a scientific liaison of some sort or something like that.
Someone who did base security, I can tell you that those folks may or may not be bought out if they're paid well enough, but they sure are sloppy as hell with their papers. Doesn't take a whole lot for someone paid a whole lot less to get hold of them.
Do we know anyone like that, Slipple?
Would you? Roll me communications or intelligence.
Would an investigation focus help with this?
No.
An intelligence is 14. No, my rolls have not been great today.
Good enough. You're not sure if you would have someone to fit that exact role, but you probably know somebody, probably some enlisted or NCO who's still serving, who works at the UN base on Luna. And if you needed information, they've probably been there for years and years and years and know everybody. So if anything, they would probably be a good source of information.
I have an idea.
Oh, yeah?
And I think without even saying anything, I just contact who I know. Let's see if I can get the right person on the right phone.
All right, so 1 second. I'm just going to send you a message. Yeah, so you can call up the UN security and talk to them.
I'm looking for Staff Sergeant Grimes, please.
And like, yes, sir, please hold. And you hear like just, the most tired, raspy old drill instructor voice. Like, you can practically see this guy as like a grizzled war veteran from a movie, and just answers his phone's like, "This is Sergeant Grimes speaking."
I need a favor.
Oh, it's you. Why is it always, I need a favor? Why is it never, hey, Sergeant, I know I owe you a bunch. Come out and have this bottle of fine Martian whiskey that I obviously owe you 10 times over.
What makes you think I have a fine bottle of Martian whiskey you can even have?
What makes you think I can help you? Hopes and dreams, son. Hopes and dreams.
Look, I have a meeting at The Hague in a couple of days. The new one. If you, so I'm in town. If you'd like to meet up and talk about it, I can get you some of that the rat coffee.
Wait. Rewind there a sec.
Mhm.
Please tell me you ain't doing that meeting at The Hague in 48 hours or so.
It's me. What do you think?
Ah, shit.
How bad is it?
Oh, man. You are like... Jesus H. Christ on a pogo stick. They got enough security thrown at that thing to make Fort Knox look like a bloody ice cream social. Oh, God.
Well, I appreciate the Jesus compliment, but
Do you know how much OT I had to personally authorize? I need to go on disability for my wrist for this much signing off on bullshit.
how would you feel if I told you the situation may be about to get worse?
Uh, I mean, of course, fucking Murphy's Law and shit happening. How's it gonna get worse? Is there a rabid army of OPA terrorists planning yet another plot to blow up half of Luna?
Why don't we meet in front of the
I
memorial?
I swear, if you say yes, I'm coming down there and I'm going to bust out both of your kneecaps with my fucking teeth.
Why don't we meet at the memorial in a couple hours?
I'm off duty in 3. Meet you there at 3:30.
Good. And Grams,
Yo,
don't do anything stupid.
shit. That's all I do. Otherwise, I would have made a lieutenant by now.
You're talking to the person who left the Marines. Remember, at least you're higher up than me.
All right. Fuck.
And I hang up the phone.
Okay. So, you have a meeting planned at the Callisto Memorial.
Mhm.
And we have the OPA factions could be multiple OPA factions, at least one confirmed, that are currently looking to get a hold of the information that you're presenting to the UN. So essentially, it seems like everyone in the galaxy is legitimately out to get you at this point.
Oh yeah, I figured.
So, is there anything else that you guys wanted to take care of right now?
This is gonna sound really, really stupid, like in comparison to everything else that's kind of going on right now. But is there like maybe like a hall of records or like a library around?
I mean, you would probably be able to go to essentially like a city hall to find records, depending on what they are, and apply for a request for them.
Okay. I want to look up information involving my kidnapping, simply so that then I can find out what my actual name is. And kind of also figure out how long it's been, simply so that I kind of know how old I am.
I'm thinking with that kind of request might be a little bit out of your capabilities.
Damn. All right.
What you would probably be able to do, you might be able to hire a private investigator who's based out of Luna to look into it for you.
Okay. Yeah, I can since it's a very close proximity job, it's somebody who probably has a lot of contacts in the area. It would make sense to go ahead and probably hire somebody who could do that and then can give me the information at a later time.
All right. So yeah, I am going to make a note of that. I am going to get the name of that and information on it later because I've officially used up all of my creative juices.
I understand completely.
I think we are going to wrap things up a little bit early tonight.
Yep.
We are going to have our series finale happening soon, but I think leaving it on a bit of a cliffhanger, opening the scene at the memorial for the Callisto insurrection will be a good little bit of a cliffhanger before the next episode. Yeah, I think we'll finish up there just to make sure that we have a full cast and crew for the next episode, which is our season finale. One more week, everyone. One more week.
Yep.
As always, thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching and viewing. Anyone in chat and everything. I had fun. We're going to go around in a reverse order, and you can tell us where you can find us, what you're up to, and anything else you'd like to share. Starting off with Hicks.
Hey, once again, everybody, my name is Mr. Hicks. You can find me on Twitter at whiskey_Hicks. Presently, the only other place that you can find me will be at the Manderville Institute of Trades and Services on Final Fantasy XIV. We're over on Mateus. I would suggest that you kind of look it up because I know we have a card, but I forgot how the URL went. So sorry, but Google it. I'm sure you can find it very, very easily.
Awesome. Great. Then we have Ulfric.
Hello, I go by Ulfrig on the interwebs. You can catch me at the moment on the Adventures in Onthrial podcast and How to Princess when Volume 2 of that comes out. I also have a TikTok that is 100% wholesome me going, oh, look at my cats at vidfrig on TikTok.
Excellent. And we have Werewolf Fields.
Hey, my name is Norton Lee, also known as Werewolf Feels, also known as several other names you probably heard over the interwebs. My pronouns are he, him. You can catch me doing all the things this weekend. If you like Mass Effect, Chromatic Chimera, 9 o'clock, EDT, you'll find me playing Mass Effect in the Genesis system. If you like Pathfinder, I'm doing a charity game for Jasper's Game Day at 8 p.m. You can find more information on that on Twitter. And of course, if you really like Monster of the Week, I'll be guesting on Kahania on Utopia's channel on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Then, of course, on Monday, we've got the next episode, the very second episode of Gehenna Academy, a Monster Hearts 2 stream. That's exciting. And if you're not watching any of that, you'll see me here next week when I'll be freshly vaccinated. What? Just the one shot, not fully, one shot. The other big thing is I'm actually in a Kickstarter right now. I am designing a Monster Hearts 2 setting for this Kickstarter. I'm super excited. It's going to be kind of Riverdale-esque, but with more hunters and something lurking beneath. You know what? It's going to be like a bit Sabrina-esque too, I guess, because I feel like sometimes you need like the anachronisms to put you into a different world enough to explore some really tough topics. And I want the chance to write that. You can check that out on Kickstarter. The information again is on my Twitter. I do not have the energy to find a link right now. Thank you for joining us and take care of yourselves.
I cannot emphasize enough that Northern Ali must be like the hardest working streamer on the internet. He's practically working like all the time. It seems like I've been following him on Twitter, and it seems like every other day he's like on another stream. Like, man, this guy never takes a break.
Just have to know, because
I'm
you said
so
it's like
impressed.
Sabrina. I just have to know, is there a talking cat archetype? So I can just make bad jokes as a badly created black cat puppet pretending to be a real cat.
I'll see if I can work something in. No promises.
Anyways,
you're talking to the writer. He can make it happen. Come on now.
My name is Slowpool. You can find me here Wednesday, which I think is getting close to a finale for 2 more episodes. Yeah, 2 more episodes for our D&D 5e on Wednesday mornings. Tomorrow is, I don't know what's happening tomorrow. Dragon Age is on Saturday, and Dragonstone on Wednesday morning, and Revenge of the Gift Wednesday evening. Those are the shows here, and then our finale next week. We're not going to do a raid just because we've got kind of low viewers tonight. I guess everyone's busy with Critical Role. Those jerks. Those beautiful jerks. But anyways, I'd like to thank anyone who did come out and view. Thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully we'll see you all next week. Anyways, we're heading out. Have a good night.